Let's see. We're live. Welcome, welcome. Give it a couple minutes before we get started here. Derek with Gatekeeper Media. For all you early birds, some of you already probably know that. I am in the Beat laboratory for Anthony from Happy with Par. We're doing hot stamping today. Super excited. I'm going to go ahead and take a look and see if we can share this link. Let's see. How are you, Anthony?
I'm doing pretty good over here. Just keeping an eye out for this link to go live.
Maybe it is not live.
It looked good on there. It says you've been live for 25 seconds.
Okay. Let's see. Why don't you sit in here and let me see if I can figure that out. Some new
Down here in the Happy with Par headquarters, prepping to hot stamp some of these polecats for the Philadelphia Polecat Open. Got some max weights here. Got some really nice white ones. Got some other really beautiful colors. And we are just going to be customizing them even more. So you have a special little souvenir to take home with you. You know, a hot stamping machine is really such a cheap, affordable way to customize your every disc. Or you could, stamp your leather belts as well if you're one of those Texas disc golfers. Let's get this thing.
I think we might be good.
Turned on here. Start getting our temp up.
All right. It looks like it's up now.
All right.
We just had to change the permissions. It's all good.
Swap them out. 423.
All right. Well, welcome back. Derek with Gatekeeper Media here. We were talking to the ether. It was unlisted for a second, but we're back at it. So I don't think you heard any of what Anthony said, but we are hot stamping discs today. The Philadelphia Polecat Open is coming up very soon. And so we want to do some mini customs where it's going to be the Gatekeeper logo on the bottom of these. We're doing 150, as you may see in the thumbnail. So we're going to really crank at them today. Let me, while we're waiting for a couple people to come through, I want to make sure that this gets shared and ready to go. How are you doing, Anthony?
I'm doing pretty good over here. Got our late afternoon coffee. A nice little buzz to get this live going. Shopping the links around the socials, as you know, that is the best way to promote these days. Speaking of, my name is Anthony. I'm the voice of Happy with Par.
Yes, you saw him for a brief second here at the start. We currently have 7 people watching. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you are new here, we're stamping, hot stamping. We're still a little early here. We're going to have Anthony fielding some questions, so feel free to liven up in the chat. Super excited to have you. Just waiting on this to come to temp. I'm going to share this link out, make sure people are vibing with what we're doing. And we're going to go from there. How's everybody doing? Let us know in the chat.
This is my first ever YouTube live.
Oh, yeah?
I've done a couple Instagrams. I enjoy them, but this is a whole new forum, baby.
A whole new thing. Live now. Anybody in the chat?
Not quite yet, but I'm ready to talk. I'm ready to chat back.
Well,
I actually just had a call about a hot stamp machine this morning with Cosmic Dave.
Is he planning on getting one?
Yep, he told me he saw the post that I put up. I was hot stamping some Clash molds yesterday. He's like, I I got to get one. People come in all the time. They ask for, a certain disc, but they want the custom
Like
cosmic
a
stamp.
mini stamp for him.
Yeah, it's so much easier if you get your own little hot stamp machine. You can just crank them out rather than paying somebody else. Plus, it feels like it's a little more sentimental when your homie had their hands on it, putting in some work for you.
Yeah, that's why I'm very excited. Us at Gatekeeper have been a DIY crew for quite some time as well. I think Anthony knows the drill with that too. Let's see.
Maybe those funky foils we got will show up while we're going live too.
Yeah, that would be pretty fun. We're working with 2 colors. We got silver and gold. I kind of messed up and didn't order them in time, so they might come in around when we're doing this. And we have like 4 other colors, so we'll start cycling those in. But it looks like the white polecats are going to be hit with these. So Anthony was nice enough to pre-cut some silvers, so we're going to burn through them first, and then probably switch over to the gold to do the rest, and we'll just kind of wing it from there. We got a variety of weights. We got a variety of colors. We got white, pink, orange, purple, blue, and some that are in between some of those. Some really cool transitionals. A variety of weights as well, ranging from like 167 all the way up to max weight at 175. It's a 1-speed DX plastic stock stamp. That's why we're hitting it. I had a little misunderstanding. I thought we were getting customs for these, but they are stock, and we're going to make them custom. We are doing a smaller run of custom halo with this stamp for the event, and those will be available at the event. If you're interested in playing, it is a charity event. It's going to be AMs are 1 through 18 blue at Sedgley Woods. And the pros are 1 through 27 blue at Sedgley Woods. It's 3 days. You can pick any day that you want. Flex start, only 1 round. $35 gets you the player pack. They're really nice. You get the disc. Millennium is also donating discs for every player pack. That's going to have the event stamp on it, so that's going to be really cool. It's not for the event, but it could be a wall hanger for the event. There's only going to be 150 of those with that stamp, so pretty rare in and of itself. We got some towels. We got some keychains, minis. Innova really hooked it up. We also have some koozies. We're going to do a couple other odds and ends with the event stamp on it. I'm thinking even maybe like a black and white image of the logo as like a coloring book page. So maybe that will happen.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. And half the proceeds are going to go to the Friends of Sedgley Woods, which is the club that runs Sedgley Woods. They're going to be putting on the Philadelphia Open about a week and a half after this event. And then the other half of the proceeds are going to go to the Schuylkill Wildlife Center in Philly. They are a nonprofit that focuses on rehabilitation of the wild animals to get those Philadelphia wildlife critters back into their natural habitat.
And I'm going to drop it in the chat, but when is this again?
It's going to be October 1, 2, and 3. So it's going to be the Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday after MVP Open. And what's really exciting is because of that planning, we are probably going to have, well, not probably, we are going to have some touring pros stop by on their way down south for the end of the season. So stay tuned for some of the updates on all of our socials to figure out who that is. But as of right now, it is a charity event. We'd love to have you out. We're going to have a couple people out there, some beginners and things like that. So all are welcome. It's unsanctioned. The winner of the AM side and the winner of the pro side are going to get their names engraved on a plaque that we will hang at Sedgley Woods. So it is like a trophy only, no cash prize or anything like that. Again, for charity. We're just out here to have a good time and to support a couple good causes.
And that's pretty sick, pretty prestigious local bragging rights to get your name on the plaque at Sedgley.
Sedgley Woods is one of the top rated courses in Pennsylvania in terms of foot traffic. So your name is going to be in front of a lot of eyeballs. So and that I think that comes with a lot of pride, I think. All right. Well, I am just making sure that.
I kind of want to, I was just thinking, those silvers would look better on a color than they would those whites. And if we end up getting the colored foil,
Okay.
I mean, there's 150 discs. That's a lot of discs to stamp. If we end up getting those colored foils, I think they'd look really cool on your white ones. Just a thought.
I mean, I don't hate it. So what I'll do here, why don't I do this? I was going to do it color by color, but now that you bring up a good point of us waiting on the other stamps, I think maybe mixing it up is the play. So let's see. I'm going to keep some of the whites.
Yeah.
Maybe take this many away and put.
Yeah, because it'll still look good, but it'll pop on, the silver will pop on those other colors, I think.
Well, these purples already have silver.
I love to do that. That's the best. Match the foil.
So we can do that. We're going to pull these. Replace them with orange.
Orange.
Anybody first time chatters? We usually do lives on our Twitch. However, I'm kind of experimenting, but we will be going live on Twitch later at 7 p.m. Eastern. So if you are around and want to watch us play Disc Golf Valley, that is still happening. I might be calling in from the car on the way home from here, so I won't be able to watch the action, but I can have them relay any questions or topics, and Menti, our host, will just tell me what you guys are looking for. And yeah, I think we're going to do maybe a couple blue in here as well.
Silvers are going to look really good on the blue.
And then now
you got some gold foil there too, so maybe we match those guys.
Maybe.
Or maybe not.
I'll put them on the bottom of this pile. Give it a better chance.
You're going to have to show to know. Yoru.
Say what now?
Yeah, I was just recognizing I spelled a word wrong in the chat.
How many people we got in the chat?
We got 10 people in the mix. Look, we got one guy, Bob McDevitt.
Howdy, Bob.
Thanks for interacting, Bob. It's always good to see your name pop up there. It's been a while since I've seen your name pop up there.
So I guess I want to take a moment to shout out Big Bob Dies.
Yeah.
Given the Bob situation.
Big Bobby.
Big Bob. He actually did this right here. Just picked these up today. They're friggin' sick. And we only did 16 of these. These are actually vintage t-shirts. If you take a look. Anybody in the chat, do you know what Prime Discs is? Do you know what Prime Discs are? I'll give it a couple minutes.
I'm somewhat of I'm 2019 golfer, so
it would be before then.
I was gonna say slight, I guess, a newbie in the grand scheme of things, but I've never heard of Prime Discs.
Well, let's give it a couple minutes. We're gonna just fire one off here, folks, and see how she does.
You can tell that basket on the back. That thing ain't catching now.
No, pretty weak.
All right, first stamp coming up. The Gatekeeper logo is quite girthy, quite wide. So make sure you give it a little pressure. We got 22 people in the chat, man. It's blowing up over here.
All right, welcome. You are going to be seeing the first one here.
Let's go.
Not bad. Not bad. They're only going to get better from here.
Yep.
All right. One down.
That classic DX plastic just takes it so well.
Oh, yeah.
Good luck there.
Sweet. All right. And they're going to fly really good. All right, so since we have all of you here, we're just hanging out.
Just hanging.
So who's got questions? We got answers. Just to let you know, it's Derek with Gatekeeper Media. I'm the president and co-founder. Chris is on his way to the PDGA major, Tim Selinsky, down in Raleigh. They're going to be Gatekeepers doing the MP40 all week. So that's super exciting. Anthony, we are in the Happy with Par headquarters.
Happy to be here. This is my house. We're down in the basement. We're in the Happy with Par lab at the Taylor Ranch. Hot stamping some discs. Keep an eye out for me if you're in the New England area and you might be around MVP. I guess that's in 2 weeks. Happy with Par will have a booth out there. Come say what's up. How'd that one look?
Not as good. We don't have to talk about that one.
Okay, all right.
They're not all going to be bangers, folks, but they're being made with love because I love each and every one of you. All of you fans seriously mean the world to me, to be honest. You are allowing me to kind of live out a dream of mine. I really appreciate that, and I feel like I can speak for Chris and say he feels the same way. He'd probably be in the chat if he wasn't driving. Let me know if you can hear me all right as well. I'm trying to project.
I will double down on your appreciation for anybody tuning in because, yeah, I mean, that's why we do this, right? To share our little passion and hobby and all the people that support it in the way of even just following along with our content and what we're working on and what we're doing. It's badass and it's super appreciated. And Rob, my guy, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, is the bomb. Absolutely. Thanks for the appreciation of the posters. That Wu-Tang poster is old. I got that at a show at Sonar in like 2008 or 9, maybe. And believe this or not, I freestyled to Ghostface's cousin, who, because I impressed them, got me into VIP.
Really?
Yeah, and what's that? There was this booze at the time that was real popular. It was in like a pink bottle that kind of looked like lipstick or something.
MD Mad Dog?
No.
Boone's Farm?
No. It was not that. It was not that. I want to say it was called like Nuvo or something. Maybe. I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah. I got to drink Nuvo with Ghostface. It was rad. And I got that poster signed. Good times.
These are coming out pretty good now.
That
folks.
one looks really good.
I'm getting a touch here. I'm going to try to kind of put them all relatively in the same area. What happens if you stamp this way?
I've never done that.
We're going to try it.
Go ahead.
You don't think it'll stick? I think it'll make a matte color.
I don't know. I've never tried it, so I don't want to make an assumption.
So here's the thing, folks. I'll buy this one myself if it doesn't work out.
Yep. He's willing to sacrifice one.
Yeah. Because I'm an inquisitive mind, so I like to experiment. I wanted to be a mechanical engineer as like my first job, and I actually started taking engineering classes when I was in like high school, and then I realized I did not want to do that.
Making movies with your friends is way more fun.
Yes. All right, let's see. Let's see what this did. I didn't do shit. It made
Kind of a ghost
It
stamp.
made a ghost stamp, so it's actually still pretty cool. But so don't do that. It needs to be shiny side up.
I kind of figured because what I've noticed with these transfers is like that backside is I don't know, some sort of I don't want to call it adhesive, but it's got the properties to take to.
Well, this is going to be a 1 of 1, and it's a max weight. So it's actually, if you end up getting it in the player pack, just let me know you don't want it, and I'll swap it out.
I took your advice and I tried just to get a ghost stamp hitting it without any foil.
And?
You got to do it pretty quickly.
Okay.
You got to do it pretty quickly, or else you'll get a little bit of melt.
Okay.
But yeah, it looks cool actually.
So it does work.
It's definitely a premium plastic type of deal.
Sure.
And it works, but you're going to be gentle with it. Rob, if you're still in the chat, what's your favorite King Giz album? Anybody going to be at? Oh, bring it closer. Yeah, give it a little tilt. There you go. Those look nice.
Yeah, they're coming out good, folks.
Anybody going to be at Tim Selinsky? We can say something unique in here. Make it be a message that you deliver to Chris if you see him.
Yeah.
And then that's a prize.
And so, yeah, like Derek and Anthony says this. Because he's probably not going to watch this.
If you'll be at Tim Selinsky, comment in the chat. We'll line you up with a
phrase.
A phrase, yeah.
It's got to be obscure enough to where Chris is going to want to tell me that some weirdo said something to him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're definitely going to set you up to look like a weirdo, but like it's an inside joke that Chris is not in on. So, like, we're actually making out better, you know?
And in the long run, you won't seem like a weirdo. You'll seem like a pretty hip, cool guy or gal. Also, once again, MVP coming up. Anybody going to be there? And USDGC. Anybody going to be at USDGC? Will you be there, Derek?
Potentially.
Okay, word. USDGC is going to be another fun one this year. I'm really excited to go up to Maple Hill.
Yeah, you've been before that.
I've not.
Oh, you've never stepped foot on the property.
Nope, never.
Well, hot damn.
Yeah,
You're in for it.
I know. One time I had a friend went up there to play, and the guy who had the tee time before him had a Happy with Par patch on his bag.
Nice.
And so I got a picture of it. That looked pretty cool.
I want to try and do like a double stamp on one, like a little offset.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
Well, you have to, if you put two pieces of foil over top of each other, the one that's touching the disc is the one that's going to take. But what you can do is if you take two pieces of foil and just line them up right next to each other, you'll get, one side is silver, one side is gold.
Right.
And it does look pretty sick. I've done it to where I like cut them diagonally so that it like cuts through the top or the bottom or whatever.
I want to try to just hit it where I just turn this with it already on there.
I've thought about doing like, you can just get cool foil, but I've thought about like doing kind of like stupid intricate cuts to make just like funky little hot stamps.
Dude, you could fold them up like you make paper snowflakes.
Right? That'd be crazy.
That would be kind of cool.
Pretty time consuming for a 2-inch stamp, but
I think I'm like, do this and then.
Getting wacky. My man is getting wacky out here.
I didn't really like that one. So if you get that one in the pack, let me know. I'll swap that one out. We're just trying to have fun here.
Can I go to the other tab? Well, let's keep this open. Keep it stay live. So I can grab the link to the Polecat Open and drop it in the chat.
It should already be in a tab. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, see it.
Okay.
Let's check it out. Let's see.
Over here real quick.
That's day 3 that's up. So if you just go back once, and then all 3 are there. Before anybody signs up, it's written on the page, but I'm going to say it out loud right now as well. There are no refunds for the event. It is a charity event, so if you cannot be without the money that you commit to,
What's the
that's just what it is.
What's the hotkeys for copy on
Command C.
that? Oh, that's easy.
It's the same thing, just command instead of
I didn't
control.
So is it Command V?
Yep.
Perfect. All right, there you guys go. The link for day 1. If you click that, take you to the disc golf scene. You'll be able to find days 2 and days 3. There is one pretty hot appearance I've heard about recently. They're saying that
I don't know if we need to say that right now.
they're saying that Anthony Taylor from Happy with Par might actually show up and hang some chains.
Yeah, no, I think that might also be a Team Gatekeeper appearance on that card too.
Oh. So Chris is gonna be there?
Yeah.
Is Derek gonna be there?
That's me.
You guys get to play?
Surprisingly, more now than ever. Not being on the road anymore.
It's always a little stressful running a tournament. And speaking of, I'll drop a little line for a tournament too this Saturday. If you're in the Maryland, Delaware, Pennsylvania, that's I guess like more like Lancaster area. Greggy Biscuits from the OTB Roadshow is coming to my little neighborhood. We're going to be playing a 1-rounder at Three Creeks Disc Golf Course in Rising Sun, Maryland.
Yeah, I still got to get there.
So if you're around, you could swing by there too. A little after party. Got sponsored by State Line Liquors. I'll have the booth set up. Greg will have the OTB booth set up. And we're going to have a good old time.
Moving and grooving.
What have you been listening to lately, aside from the throwbacks on the drive?
That's pretty much all I listen to.
Throwbacks?
Yeah, I don't listen to a lot of new music. And even like the newer stuff is still technically like throwback. Like I've been listening to the Little Peep a lot recently.
Okay.
But that's like old now too.
Gary Busey's in the chat. Hell yeah. Gary said he plans to be there. He lives a few miles away.
Nice. Hoping to see you and meet you IRL, Gary.
From URL to IRL.
Oh, this might be the best one yet.
Dang, that is really clean.
This one's for you, Gary.
Putting your name on it, bud. GB.
Greg Barsby?
Let's talk about
Greg Barsby's going to be there?
buttered ham.
Where'd you get that information?
GB, baby.
Speaking of Greg, anybody watch the Main States coverage that we just put out? Sounds like Anthony didn't.
Were there a couple throw-ins or?
I mean, it's Greg. I will say that it's really fun to watch Greg play because you can really tell how much of a veteran he is because of how consistent he was from tee to green all weekend. Like, cause we filmed him on the feature card for round 1, and there was probably 5 holes where his drive landed within 15 feet of his. Like,
was it Bittersweet Ridge?
We did Pineland Farms on two of the rounds,
Okay.
and then Bittersweet Ridge for 1, the middle round. That course is no joke, folks.
Yeah.
You ever been there?
Film there?
Yeah.
No, I figured. No, I haven't been there, but I've sponsored a couple of tournaments up there, and I've seen some photos of the course, and it looks super tight, and a lot of elevation too, right?
Big time.
Yeah. It
Woo!
looks badass though.
Woo!
That's a clean one. He's figuring it out. Gary Busey says lawn darts.
Yeah, it's really something. It's really something to watch. So if you didn't check it out, I highly recommend it. I always like watching Greg, one of the OGs, one of the last of the guard, you know.
Yeah, for sure. He's one of my favorites when I first came up. That's That's why I have an entire rack of rhinos right here.
You got any Greg Scorps?
I do not. I'm sure I got a. Here's a Greg rhino. Little Barkley rhino. Here's a signed Barkley rhino, I think. Yeah, here we go.
That's a good one. Show it off. Show that off. Actually, I'm thinking about finding a copyright safe playlist here.
You know, I was wondering how that works.
There's a couple. I'm gonna do that maybe when we switch off because I'm in a groove here.
Keep feeling it out, baby.
So who else? It seems like we got some lurkers. How many people we got watching?
We got 13. We got 13 people in here. We got 7 thumbs, baby. 7 likes on this video already.
I will admit I'm one of them.
That's sick. I might be as well.
Hey, you gotta support yourself too. You know what I mean? It's a dog eat dog world out here. Support yourself. Support your friends. Pretty important. We gotta stick together.
Homies help homies always.
Anybody? What's for those watching? What music are you listening to right now?
Yeah, what's in heavy rotation? I always want to talk about music. Either what's in heavy rotation, music-wise, or what movie did you see recently that you think is just, it really did it for you?
I mean, Deadpool Wolverine for me pretty much just knocked it out of the park. It's so good.
I just watched this one called Sisu, and it's basically about this guy in Finland who moves out to the Laplands, living by himself off the land until because the Nazis are just like invading every town, pillaging every town. But he strikes gold, so he like heads to the bank with this gold, and then it just becomes this one man taking on just like army of Nazis, and it's badass.
It's pretty intense.
It's badass. It's pretty cool. Good action movie. Lots of good special effects.
Is it a pretty new movie?
Maybe a year or two old.
Never heard of it.
You know, I've been on the Finnish Duolingo thing.
Yeah, I'm doing the Swedish thing.
I found the word sisu, and as I was, it's a Finnish word for basically like true grit, like really just tapping into the
salt of the earth.
Yeah, you're not stopping for absolutely nothing. And it's kind of just like, pretty tough to translate one of those words. So I was just like reading about the history of it, and I found that the movie was out, and I was like, that sounds pretty badass. Solid one. Great action movie.
So when I was in Sweden, I bought a bunch of VHS tapes in Swedish. So I'm planning on starting to watch through those. See if what I'm learning on Duolingo is working.
Yeah, what you can take away.
Yeah. Which, like, a lot of my friends from Sweden, I follow them on socials, and I text them, like, oh, did you just say this?
Yeah.
In their messenger or whatever. They're like, oh, yeah, you're getting pretty good at this.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of cool. And a few of them, I only chat with them in Swedish. So
Pass that gold over here, and I'll cut a couple.
thank you,
Pass
sir.
some scissors over here. My man.
And we're going to really randomize. If you can't make it to the event, if you're tuning in from someplace that is just too far to get to Philadelphia, totally understand. I'm going to have the player packs that are left over for sale on Gatekeeper's website. So that if you want to support the charities, again, I'll make sure that some of the proceeds for those sales go to the club and to the Wildlife Center. We're going to let them go for a good price. We're really just trying to raise some money for these good causes, especially, it being the disc is a polecat. So I wanted to make sure that one of the charities was an animal-based one.
That's cool.
Because 2 of my 3 cats are rescues. I pulled them out of the rain during the quarantine era of all of our lives. So it's definitely something that I give a shit about.
I'm a big fan of pets as well. Animal lover in general.
Yeah. And obviously, Sedgley Woods, the friends over at Sedgley have been huge supporters of ours from the beginning. Our second event we ever filmed was the Hyzer Philadelphia Open in 2017. And that was an event brought to you by Hyzer Flip Disc Golf Apparel, who's also another sponsor for the Polecat event. Scott Lewis over there, he's a big Polecat fan, so he's probably going to make an appearance. He's got some stuff for the player packs as well. Things are going to be pretty flush. I think we're going to have a good time. I'm going to try to procure a keg for everyone that's over 21. You'll have to show your ID. But if you, after you get ID'd, you can redeem that for a cup. If I can pull it off. Still in the works. But I hope so. Because I think that would be fun. We're have like a beer garden at Sedgley.
How many Polecat Opens have happened at Sedgley?
0. This is the inaugural Polecat Open.
So be there so you can always say that you were at the first one. You don't want to be the guy that hears about how cool it was, shows up to the second one, and then the third and the fourth and the fifth and the sixth, and you'll always have that in your mind.
Where I could have been here from the beginning.
Why didn't I just go to that first Polecat Open?
Because I'm definitely trying to expand on this event every year. I did reach out to a couple local radio stations to try to get a plug on air. Still waiting to hear back. I'm going to try to invite the news, see if they can have somebody come out, put a story together for us. I think that would be a lot of fun. A couple friends of mine are on the fence. I haven't confirmed with them yet, but they're local cosplayers. And so they might actually come out and compete in cosplay, which I think will be very fun.
These aren't the frisbees from your youth. They call them golf discs. And here at Sedgley Woods, they're flying high.
I'm Derek Skull, Gatekeeper Media, TD of the Philadelphia Polecat Open.
Are you the newscaster? Is that what that is?
Yeah, yep.
I'm just out here trying to make disc golf fun again. A lot of people out here take it too seriously. So why not have a 1 disc challenge out in the woods with your buds? Oh, we also have performance shirts with the logo that are available that Scott Lewis had done up for us over at Hyzer Flip Disc Golf Apparel. Event logo on mainly black. We do have a couple like neon blue. Those are extremely limited. So there's a chance I don't have your size for that. But if you want a non-player pack way to support the event, we can get that squared away for you too.
That's hot.
Trying to give everybody options, you know what I'm saying? Perfect timing because I just pulled a white disc. So, where's everybody from who's watching?
What we got out there? 13 people? How neato would it be to have 13 different states?
I would love that.
Where are you guys from? Rep Yo City. Drop it in the chat.
I'm originally from New Jersey.
We got a New Jersey in there.
I've lived in Pennsylvania for many years.
I'm in Maryland. Only have ever lived in Maryland. So I dropped a New Jersey in the chat and an MD. Where are you from? Drop your state.
I'm from PA now, so we can put that in there.
Should we put PA in?
I've lived there more. I've lived there longer than I lived in Jersey.
You got to promote yourself. You got to promote your state. What state do you like better? Which are you more proud to claim?
I will never move back to New Jersey.
I saw a T-shirt once that said "Jersey girls ain't trash because trash gets picked up." Oof, that's tough, right? That's right.
Yeah, but
I don't fully agree with it.
I mean, there's definitely some parts of Jersey where it's
Jersey, sure.
pretty trashy. But I grew up in the best part, in all the farmland in South Jersey.
Literally, none of you are gonna say what state you're from. Well, come on.
We're just full of lurkers today.
Come on, dog. Engage in the chat. They don't listen to music. They don't watch movies.
They just want to watch us stamp discs. That's fine too.
Yeah, they're like, shit, I haven't watched a movie lately. I usually just watch YouTube Live.
Thanks. So we alienated our chat right out of the gate.
YouTube Live guy.
That's fine.
I just got a message from somebody that's in the chat watching you,
Okay.
but won't engage.
Is that real?
Bob.
Is that for real?
It's Bob.
Well, Bob, you're watching.
He said, I see he's wearing one already, so I guess he likes them.
I do like them. Bob,
I'll message him back.
Bob from Big Bob Dies, everyone. He made this. Actually, that's a really good segue. We never went over what prime discs are. Thanks, Bob. That's great. You could have said that in the chat, though, bud. Come on.
Yeah, drop a Delaware in there, Bob.
Anywho, so prime discs. A little history lesson for you guys. Steve Dodge was one of the original members of Marshall Street back during the MSDGC days, early events at Maple Hill. Him and his cousin, they decided to split ways because Steve wanted to focus on events.
Right on.
And his cousin did not. And his cousin wanted to focus on the shop. So they split. Marshall Street is at Pyramids, right down the block from Maple Hill. And that continued on as a shop. And then Steve focused on Maple Hill, but started his own distributing company called Prime Discs. So was an automatic competitor to his cousin. But this was his stuff. And so you'll see like early, like 2006, 2008 era where Prime Discs were like the sponsors for some of those early like Vibram Open like era stuff.
Did they have some of their own molds, or was it like a disc golf store?
It was just like a store.
Okay.
Yeah, like or not a manufacturer, just like a retail. But yeah, so like if you look back at like the old coverage from Maple Hill from all those years, you'll see Prime Discs in those.
Right.
You'll actually probably be able to find some of those on Gatekeeper's channel. If you search Gatekeeper Classic, Steve let us post a lot of that stuff during quarantine on our channel.
Don't search it right now. Stay here. Check it out this evening.
Yes. So yeah, that's your history lesson for the day.
Prime disc.
Because you should know some of the history of things that you're into. You know what I mean?
You know, it's also pretty topical as we're, heading up to Maple Hill here sooner than later, Marshall Street, right down the street, right down the road. It's gonna be, yeah, I'm hyped for it, dude. Marshall Street's the first ever disc golf store that sold Happy with Par aside from me. So,
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You've never been there either?
I've never been there, nope.
Definitely go and say hi.
Oh, I definitely am going to. And yeah, Pyramids is right next to that, right?
Pyramids is where Marshall Street
This
is.
is where Marshall Street
They're the
is.
same thing. Yep.
And then I think I told you I'm going to go over to that Meadowbrook Orchards too.
Yep.
That's like 40 minutes away. Scope that spot out. Take my little boy and my lady, get some donuts, do a little apple picking.
You should definitely make sure to get Hot Dog Annie's.
Where's that?
It's close
Nearby?
to Maple Hill. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like one of the spots to get food in that area.
Cool.
And it's like they do they're just like a normal hot dog, but their main thing is like barbecue sauce.
You said
for it.
hot dog Annie's?
Yeah. I don't even know if that's what it's called, to be honest. That's just what everybody calls it.
I'll be fine.
I think it's just called Annie's.
If you in the chat know a cool spot in Massachusetts between Meadowbrook Orchards, Maple Hill Treehouse area, the Leicester area, or their surrounding.
It's Leicester.
Leicester. See, it looks like Leicester to me.
And Worcester.
Yeah.
You'll get corrected.
That's what I've heard.
I'm helping you out.
Well, I feel like those people would correct anybody about anything.
They're really nice people. They're our girl over at Dippin' Donuts. You should definitely go there too.
Forget it, guys. I don't want your suggestions. Derek's telling me.
I've been to every Maple or MVP since 2019.
Dippin' Donuts.
Dippin' Donuts is clutch.
Hot dog. Minis.
There's a Stateside Brewing in Worcester. They're pretty good.
Now you're just naming any establishment that you can remember from up there.
No.
There's McDonald's around the corner. It's actually solid. Real good McDonald's.
Best fries I ever had.
They import their own oil. They don't use the stuff that every other franchise uses.
And their Coke, extra good.
Yeah, extra good.
Even
Their
better than all the other
extra
ones.
sharp.
I'm more of a Diet Coke person, though.
Yeah, I really don't do soda much. Every once in a while, if I'm really feeling it, I'll get me a cold cream soda.
Cream soda is good. Stewart's?
I like Stewart's. I'm pretty much just going to drink cream soda. I don't really care what brand it is. What kind of soda do you guys like to drink? I am just thirsty for interaction today.
So, gold
On baby blue.
with the gold.
That's the one that I want.
Well, we'll do you up another one.
When I sign up, that's the one I'm signing up for.
All right. So this is a black on top. We're gonna hit this bad boy with the gold on the bottom too. It's a lot of fun.
It is nice once you get in the groove and once you're peeling them off super clean. Proud little moments.
Yeah, I feel like I got it down like perfectly.
Black and gold. I'm fine.
So, black and gold, the Gold Ranger. Anybody in the chat fuck with Power Rangers?
Oh shit, the Gold Ranger. Did the Gold Ranger have the whistle or the flute, or was that the
No.
White Ranger?
That was the Green Ranger.
That was the Green Ranger?
The dagger was a flute. And
The dagger.
summoned the dragon with
Yeah.
it.
You know, the robot dragon.
What's a Zoid?
Dude, the theme song to that
Or
show.
a Zord?
Red.
We'll stop that for copyright.
Oh, yeah. It didn't sound like it much at all.
You're only good for 5 seconds.
That was a banger, man.
Well,
They do not make theme songs like they used to. Yeah.
little Power Ranger action there. Little Doc Brown right here.
Although I will say, Felix has been really into Spidey and Friends lately.
Okay.
And I recently noticed that Patrick Stump does the theme song and other songs in that show and
Is that
another,
Fall Out Boy?
kid show. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
His name's in the credits?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm happy for him, man.
Yeah.
Disney's probably hooking him up pretty good.
It probably doesn't suck. Like,
What's your favorite cartoon or kids show theme song in the chat?
all right. We're gonna go. Purple.
Cranking through some.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of white left.
Yeah. Let's have a look at this delivery status. I want to get that because I'm just excited to see how they look. I think they're like larger rolls too, wider rolls, so it get quite. Oh,
Is it here?
delivered.
Oh boy!
All right, I'm taking a straw.
Man, that was perfect timing. If
I
you're
knew it.
just tuning in,
I knew it.
we've been waiting on an order because I fucked up and didn't order them in time. But we've been waiting on an order of new foils. We got 4 new colors. So we're going to have a little bit more of a variety than just gold and silver. Super stoked. Been waiting on that all day. Even put a priority order in to make sure we got them today. Wow, that couldn't be any better. Oh, well, just to kind of keep the chat rolling here, I would like to revisit the fact of, where all you folks are. Just to remind me I'm still here. You're not looking at just an empty screen. You can still hear me. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me okay. That should be fun. Maybe some more blue. Put some more blue here. I'll mix them up a little randomized. All right, Anthony's running down the steps. He's excited. I am as well.
All right.
I'm also going to pick a couple varieties of top stamp colors.
Oh, check this out, baby. Glimmer, the Glimmer Pack Hot Foil System. Oh, we got some metallic colors in there. We got some shinies, some shiny boys. All right, let's see. White Marlin, maybe? Skipping the vowels. Says Captain Planet. He appreciates the Captain Planet theme song.
Nice.
And he says that the sound is good.
Cool. Thank you. I
We
appreciate
appreciate your feedback. Indeed. All right. Look at these boys. So,
it. Show the camera.
oh, I will. So these are a bit wider. We might be able to get two stamps width out of these rolls.
Really?
We got this kind of metallic blue, a little metallic pink. We got that nice, just like shimmer crackle. Ooh, and then we've got some shimmery, shiny, triangular, kaleidoscope kind of guy. So four new foils to mess with.
Oh, damn well this one's going on some of the purple ones. Get that Gatekeeper colorway. Oh, maybe and pink on pink.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a blast.
I wish I had a nice circular saw. We just cut them right down the center.
Dang. Yeah.
That'd be sick. But we could if we use two hands, we could cut off a nice run of this and then slice it down the center.
Yeah, let's
See how
use some of this space here.
wide they are.
So like this is good. These are perfect. It'll be close. Because it's like the
Or
usual.
we just cut off chunks and, kind of position it. We might have to caddy corner them a teeny bit,
Right.
but
Well, yeah, opposite.
Yeah,
Like point to point. Sweet. Yeah, let's definitely do that.
all right, well, give me one of these and I'll cut a couple pieces off.
This is exciting, folks.
It's fun. I was big into customizing everything when I was a kid. Coming from the little skateboarding community, it's like I put stickers on everything.
Yep.
So
For sure.
this is sort of a way to kind of still carry on that tradition.
I agree. A lot of parallels between skateboarding and disc golf.
Agree there. What I always thought it felt like when I first kind of got into disc golf was kind of like the DIY music scene,
Uh-huh.
where you're just, kind of having to book your own shows and book all the bands on it, making your flyers for yourself and stuff. It's like putting together a local C tier.
Yeah, that's true.
And it felt, so I like took to it right away. I was like, this is fun and cool.
Yeah, kind of like what this event that we're stamping these for has come into.
Do you think you'd like to attempt it just like this? So where you can lay the foil down each time?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, because I could probably get
Yeah.
maybe 3 out of that.
Yeah, I was even thinking maybe 4, but yeah, we'll
Let's
definitely
try.
see. We'll definitely see.
We're going to do.
Keep them clean. Because you don't want it to crinkle up too much
Right.
under, where you're standing.
The sticker, I took the sticker off this one, so this is ready to go. I didn't get to the other.
I'm going to go refill my coffee super quick. You good?
Yeah, I haven't really even drank any yet. We've been busy. We've been in the lab. Right. All right, this is definitely. We got to be strategic a little bit more now. It's not going to be as fast, but that's okay. So we'll just kind of put it right there. And then all right, here we go. Blue on blue.
Should we show off some of the other goodies that are going to be in the player pack?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll do that.
Oh, I think it came out good. Not bad. Not bad. That's a good one. Blue on blue with red top.
Let me see it. I'd like to see how that foil came out. Oh, that looks sick.
It's going to take, I think prepping them is going to be advantageous.
Prepping
The foil to be the same size as these.
Yep.
I think taking the time to actually cut them
All
on
the way
another
out.
occasion will probably be better because it's kind of hard to work with in the plate.
Yeah, that's what I meant about like the.
You have to be specific. Yeah, for sure.
All right, additional to your polecat and your entry to the Philadelphia Polecat Open, you're going to be getting yourself a nice Innova microfiber towel. A couple different colorways here.
We got like 5 different colorways.
So
They
that's
hooked us up.
sick. Got the new Innova bar logo on a big old stack of stickers, so you'll get some sticker swag in there, so you can put it on your skateboard. These are really nice, actually. Like PVC keychains.
Yeah, they're legit.
Looks like there's some blue and red ones, and then there's some black and yellow ones over there too.
Ooh, woo. Man. Guys, you want to come to this event. You want one of these. There's only going to be 150 of them. No one's going to have a polecat like this. I'll tell you. All right, let's see what that blue on orange is going to
Let's see what that blue do. See, we got anybody else chatting it up? Not yet. Not yet. Nobody mentioned any music. Come on. I want to hear what's hot right now. I've been listening to the new King Giz album, Flight B741, and I've been listening to a rapper called Big Nas X. You ever heard of him?
No.
I love it.
I've been listening to a Swedish rapper, One Cuz. He's pretty good.
I'll have to check that out. I'm open to it.
He did a tour with Ed Sheeran, actually. Oddly enough.
That's good exposure.
The blue on orange looks fire too, folks.
That New York Knicks. Got that New York Knicks vibe to it.
The placement's a little harder for these, just to let you know, because you're working with a larger medium here. But it kind of covers it up on you is all, but no big deal.
I was gonna say, let me get one of the.
It's like a stencil.
Yeah. Silverstein and Amity Affliction are always on repeat. All right, we got an old school guy right there.
Silverstein is definitely in my rotate quite a bit.
Silverstein was sick. I kind of don't listen to that much of that stuff anymore. Not because I don't like it.
Just outgrow it.
Maybe a little bit. I think also it's hard to listen to a whole lot of other stuff when King Giz has 26 albums.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, what a fanboy over here.
I know. Really showing up for them.
You know, as if. All right.
I think that worked out. Yeah, it sure did. Nice. These are looking fresh. Fresh.
She's fresh. White Marlin, what state are you from? Drop that state in the chat.
I'm probably going to get like 6 out of this piece you gave me.
See? Don't underestimate yourself. Dude, that looks really good. That looks really good.
Yeah, they're fire.
Yeah, they look great.
So, I mean, this is definitely possible. Like, you don't have to worry about doing that now, but save yourself later.
Yeah, in the long run,
Because it does take you out of the momentum a little.
Clean, baby. Clean, baby.
Man, you know what? I'm about to buy me one of these stamp machines. I could just sit here and do it to all of my discs all day.
Oh, all right. I know who White Marlin is. That's my homie. That's a local homie.
Nice.
Yeah, see you out at
Three Creeks.
Three Creeks on Saturday, bud.
Go ahead and plug that again for the folks that might.
Yeah, if you guys are in the chat, you're local to the Maryland, Delaware, Pennsylvania area. We've got a course here in Rising Sun, Maryland called Three Creeks Disc Golf Course. It's a really nice private course, probably a perfect place to warm up if you're headed to play Iron Hill. Some tough but fair disc golf. And yeah, I'm running a 1-rounder on this coming Saturday with Greggy Biscuits of OTB. We're going to have a couple booths set up, slinging some cool merch. 1-round tournament with lots of CTPs. First place prize packs for each division. It's unsanctioned, so we're just going to have a good time. We will have some adult beverages donated by State Line Liquors and some food, so plan on hanging out for a little bit afterwards if possible. Yeah, going to be a good time. Come on out. See what we got going on here in Maryland. The first, what color do you call that?
Pink.
Is it pink?
I'm not gonna fucking get fancy. It's
Pretty
just
much.
pink.
It's pretty much pink. Rose pink. Metallic rose pink.
I would say rose if I'm gonna go a step further. I think rose is probably good. If I had to dial
If you're
it in,
forcing me to,
yeah, I will agree with what you said.
you said it, not me.
You said Rose.
You said it.
You said it.
You said it. Oh, that one was a little rocky. All right, let's get pink on pink. Pink on rose.
How are these? How are these sizes? Tell me if I'm eyeing it up in a decent manner.
Almost spot on.
Perfect.
Yeah. Oh, down to my last rose color.
All right, chat. Do you guys have specific colored discs that you gravitate towards putting in your bag, or if you like the disc, do you just throw it? I used to never care. It was just about whatever I got. And then somebody brought to my attention that I sort of had like a cotton candy bag, lots of blues, whites, and pinks. And ever since then, I just feel really inclined to kind of stick with that color scheme now. How about y'all? Does it matter? How about you, Derek? Do you have Any sort of colors going?
White, pink, orange, yellow.
So just pretty much anything. Is there any color that you refuse to throw?
I don't typically like blue.
Blues.
Yeah.
No
It's just
blues.
I have a hard time seeing blue in like flying.
I know a couple colorblind homies.
Is blue an issue for them or is red an issue?
Red's definitely an issue. I think I can't remember what he told me he always wants now.
Something with a lot of contrast.
I'm trying to think of which one he says works. I was gonna say pink, but that probably just is as bad as red.
Well, no, pink or red for him would probably be better because it's the opposite on the color wheel of green.
Okay.
So so it would be it would
So
show
maybe
contrast.
that's it. Maybe he wants red all the time. Thankful for my vision.
This is the first confetti looking one.
They're cool. Oh, they're cool. Foil is sick, dude. It's nice to get a couple of cool foils every once in a while.
Yeah, it's gonna jazz it up
for
quite
sure.
a bit. Where'd you get this hot stamp machine?
I purchased this from High Pressure Stamps when Joe O'Connor from Disc Golf Pro was still working with them. And he was super cool. He's a super cool guy, so he really kind of just helped me with some tips early on. This was part of a package that you could buy back then where you got your machine, your stamp, and a couple rolls of foil all in one, and it did save you a couple bucks.
Sure.
However,
Oh boy.
I don't really know the status of High Pressure Stamps anymore. I know that Joe's not with them, and I've had people that reached out to me about the stamp machine and where to get one. And it was funny because I directed them to High Pressure Stamps, and they told me they couldn't get shipping because of wherever they were located, maybe Canada or something. So they found the same machine on Amazon.
I was gonna say you probably can get this on Amazon.
So people are buying them on Amazon, but my recommendation to you, if you ever did decide to do that, purchase one off Amazon, make sure that you're getting your die produced by someone that, I don't know, has a reputable Etsy site or something like that, because, and also I think the material is important. Like mine are copper dies. I get the copper dies because I guess they're the best for the heat.
They retain heat the best.
Yeah, they're the best for retaining heat and uniformity. So they're a couple bucks extra, but yeah, you want to get yourself.
Well, they actually, it's not retain, they disperse the heat.
Yeah, they disperse it.
That was what I was looking for.
I said uniformity, so I mean I was on the right thought.
You correct. What color are you hooking me up with next?
I'm working on these silvery ones still. Get a couple of those ready. Make sure these are all still looking good, size-wise.
Huzzah. Since you're going,
Yeah. This is actually a Big Bob die too. Old Run the Jewels tour shirt.
that's a reverse dye, it looks
Yeah.
like, right?
Yeah, it's a little bleach dye. Big shout out to Bobby. Me and Big Bob met on Instagram.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was funny. He posted his Squatch bag at Bellevue, and Squatch reposted it. And I was like, oh shit, I know that course. And I must have reacted to him or something like that. Like, yo, that's Bellevue, right? He was like, yeah. And then I saw his awesome tie-dyes. I was like, let's link up and play around. I'd like to talk about getting some tie-dyes from you. The rest is history.
The rest.
It's been a while. I only had one run of tie-dyes made with Bob, Happy with Car Shirts. Sold them all at Worlds last year. They were a huge hit up in Vermont. And the second very limited run will hopefully be ready in time for USDGC.
Oh, damn.
I believe they'll be ready.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Who we got? Oh man, we dropped down to. I can't believe we've been live for an hour and 10 minutes. That's funny.
It goes by quick.
Yeah, we got 2 people in the chat still.
That's all right. That happens. It'll probably spike up to like 8 here in a couple minutes. We did go live before people were kind of done work. We might get another spin.
Yeah. Those 2 people in the chat. What state are you from? Drop it up in there. I still want to know. I'm extremely curious guy. All right. Let's see if we can get this next cut.
Man, these are turning out pretty good, folks. Gonna have yourself something real nice. Ooh,
I mean,
whole different pattern here.
Yep. Those are the kaleidoscope silver.
I'm definitely gonna put that one up next.
We got a PA boy in the chat. Yeah,
All
what's
right.
up, William? William Edinger is in the building, or at least he's in the chat.
He's in a building, most likely.
Probably.
I might
He
be,
might be in his car watching live on his phone.
able to get 2 out of this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is always cool to get a nice disc in your player pack, but doesn't it just add a bit of value? It's both sentimental and, a little more bang for your buck when you not only get a nice disc, but you get one with a custom hot stamp.
First kaleidoscope shatter.
Yeah, call it shatter. I like that.
I think it's shatter. But I didn't want you to feel bad. So
I think I threw the word shatter in earlier. PA, where at in PA are you? Maybe I played some courses near you.
You said your name's William?
William Edinger.
That is a Pennsylvania name if I ever heard one.
The roots run deep of the Edinger family in Pennsylvania.
I was just talking about like William Penn.
Yeah, I get it.
I was just making sure. Good old Billy Penn.
I got like Shiprock, Muddy Run. They're about 45 minutes from me, 40, 45. You'll play
Both excellent courses.
You play Klein's Run on occasion.
Klein's Run is also beautiful.
It is very pretty. Bookmiller.
Buchmiller's good.
Buchmiller.
Buch.
Broken Chains, that's pretty close to me.
I still haven't been there yet either.
That's a cool course. My only complaint is slow down with building all the walls, man. Just let the course breathe for a minute. They do great work there. The course is super well maintained, but literally they add something nonstop, and it's not always to the benefit of the course, if you ask me, and lots of other players I've heard from. But yeah, I would definitely recommend swinging by there if you're ever in the area. New London County, Pennsylvania, and that course is really cool, really clean, and they put in gold baskets now and a lot of gold tees. Maybe all 18 have, no, not all 18 have gold tees, but maybe every basket that is intended to have a long tee will, or does.
The shatter ones, I can get 2 out of those sizes.
Next time you come down, well, all right, I'm doing my best, but at least it's.
Well, I'm just kind of giving you like reference points.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I'd rather give them to you a little large than not be able to get a stamp out of it at all.
Yeah, because then it's like a waste.
Yeah,
More of a
exactly
waste.
what it is.
more of a waste than just the little bit that doesn't get stamped.
Yeah.
But also, we could get a little frisky and maybe cross hatch a couple of these, and then
If we have to, let's do it.
like it could be fun.
You want to just do one now?
Yeah, maybe. So I got, well, stop throwing away all the colors. So like,
So you can use little corners.
yeah, because well, no, we'll do this. Like, we'll stack it so that there's.
You can't. Well, you can try.
Oh, it probably.
It'll only hit the
Yeah.
one. It'll only show the one that's on the.
Yeah, I see. Because the
surface of
plastic gets in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Never mind.
Start cutting some more color.
The blue ones are really nice. They stamp really well. The solids do stamp cleaner.
I have a box of discs for you to take too, still for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we this isn't our first time doing some hot stamping together. We did the first run.
First
My
one was
house.
the infinite disc.
Yeah, the infinite ones, and I've been using those as like giveaways if I meet somebody cool at the course. So, listen, here's a rule of thumb if you're going to the course. Don't be a dick, because first of all, don't be a dick to anybody. But if I like the cut of your jib and I have discs in my car, I'm probably going to give you one. So, if you need an incentive to be a kinder person, maybe that'll be it. If I can change one person.
If
So
you
if you're-
want a free thing,
If you're
don't be
nice
a
out of
dick.
greed, it's fine. Like, at least you're still nice, right? Like,
We like that better.
yeah, it's right. It's better than not nice.
He only wanted something.
Fine.
At least he wasn't a jerk.
Yeah. Like, I can live with that.
Except for when they're nice and then they don't get something.
Dude, I was like super nice. What do you do? Well,
Yeah, I thought you were going to give me something.
I said nice shot. So you're not a nice shot. It's like 5 times.
So they're basically like a child.
Yeah.
I didn't get what I want.
It's like, well, all right. I'll preface for a chance to get something. How about that? So don't at me if you don't get something. I'm just saying your chances go up if you are nice.
Show respect, but don't expect to get a free prize
Hey,
for
you
it.
know what? And maybe I got some leftover stuff from Happy with Par that I could throw in too.
Hey, you never know about that. I could probably send you with a couple sling bags.
Sling bags. We gotta come up with something for someone to win. All right. So,
I could definitely throw you some other things. I'm just saying.
well, a sling bag is a major prize. So, and I can personally vouch for it. I've worn that sling bag to 3 international countries this year alone, and it was perfect for my passport, my camera, my phone, wallet, all right here, close to chest. Nobody was going to take anything.
It was really great for traveling. And when I just went to Red Rocks, like you said, those things just kind of like right on the front. You don't have to be digging through your pockets.
No, yeah, you give yourself a little table right in front of you. It just makes travel so much easier. And the pockets in them are exactly passport size.
And if you're not on the course,
And
I mean,
want to
if
buy
you're
one,
if you're not traveling, they're still great. Vacation.
you can go to happywithpar.com to pick up one of those.
Thanks, Derek.
You're welcome. I would say if you need something to travel and make that more convenient, I vouch for that very heavily. I co-sign those things.
And they're super affordable, under $20.
And they look cool.
I like to add extra flair to mine with a couple pins.
Yeah, I got a couple pins on mine too. I like it.
Which, speaking of, there are also Happy with Par enamel pins available on the website. Ooh. And Velcro bag patches, and the first ever disc golf gibbet to market. So if you have a pair of Crocs and you want to show off that you're a disc golfer, go to happywithpar.com now. Buy your
I fucked up. The line on the bottom of the logo was not on foil. Some of these are going to be, each one's unique.
Unique. Yep.
Hand done by your mans.
And you can request in your registration to have Derek sign your disc as well.
Yeah, I'll do that for you in a moment if you're so inclined.
Or you can just ask him face to face when you pick up your disc at registration. But I know there's a little bit of star power there, just in case anybody's a little nervous to actually do the face to face thing. Drop it in your request. You can edit your registration if you're already signed up. Just go ahead and add in there that you'd like Derek's autograph.
Chris's is available too.
Oh yeah, you can also request Chris's.
Oh,
A mixed stack, sir.
thanks. I could just pull. I'm a little heavy-handed on this one, folks.
This is the heavy-handed bandit.
We moving and grooving, boy. Oh, hell yeah. The blue on blue is pretty clean, guys.
You like that blue on that pink on blue as well?
Yeah. But I like color stamps to be the same.
As the disc sometimes. It's just real clean.
Yeah, I heard about it.
You may have noticed that a time or two. Yeah, man, blue on blue. So good with the red on top.
What color combo do you think Derek should stamp next? We've got pink, blue.
Yeah, I'm open. The next 3 I do will be personalized via this chat. You may not get that one, but you'll know it's there and that you had a hand in this as well. And if you're just tuning in now, I would like to also remind everyone that over at the Gatekeeper Media Twitch channel, we do Disc Golf Valley streaming every Wednesday. That's going to start at 7. And depending on how fast I get through these discs, hopefully I can make that stream too. Because we were off to a little bit of a later start due to me today. You ever just wake up and you're just moving slow?
I've definitely been there on occasion. This past week has definitely been it. Tim Clark says, "What's up?"
How's it going, Tim? Was that a text or was that?
That was a
in the
text.
chat? Tell him to come hang out in the video.
Drive my truck back up to my house.
I was talking about just logging in on the computer. He doesn't need
Well,
to go out of his way or
He was
anything.
double checking because I believe he's about to go run an errand. All right. Hey, now we got Doug Josberger in the mix. What's up, Doug?
How's it going, Doug? One of my favorite cartoons growing up.
Doug. I was just about to do. That's all I can do though.
Yep.
Doug, what state are you from? Drop your state in the chat down here. You really want to engage. Might even want to learn a state fact.
I'd be down for some state facts.
He said he's doing good, and y'all, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Word. Oh, we got a Marylander in here. Doug is from Maryland.
Oh, how about that?
State flower is the black-eyed Susan. He's from Annapolis. I used to play shows in Annapolis. I love it there. You know the Metropolitan Kitchen? Pretty sick spot.
Is that a show venue?
Yep. It's like 3 stories. They have like a pretty nice, not super nice, but nice little restaurant downstairs, kind of higher class bar. And then the middle level is where they have concerts, which is kind of funny. It's in the middle. And then the top is like a rooftop bar that gets a lot of yuppie action and stuff.
There was a band called Third Grade Friends from Annapolis that I used to play with a lot. And they took me to the Metropolitan Kitchen and Cafe. And when we were on our 4-state tour, we slept on the roof of the Met.
That's cool.
It was really fun. Doug says he knows the place. Oh, Matthew Burdett. That's my homie from Instagram. What's up,
Nice.
Matt? He says, yo, I love polecats. Let's go.
You gonna come to the event then?
I am into that excitement. I think he's somewhere in Middle America, I want to say.
Well, if you would like to support, it is a charity event.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to support, any leftover player packs I got from the event are going to be available for purchase. Proceeds of that are going to the Friends of Sedgley Woods to help maintain the Sedgley Woods course, and the Schuylkill Wildlife Center to help rehab wild animals in Philly back to their natural habitat.
So for a great cause, you could catch yourself one of these customized polecats with the rest of the Innova player pack mailed right to your door.
Why don't you show off the player pack again?
Matt is in Florida, not Middle America at all. My bad, buddy.
What part of Florida?
What part of Florida?
I'll be there a couple times by the end of the year.
Doug Josberger says he is on the day one 12 o'clock tea time.
All right.
My friend, let's go.
Well, thank you for your support.
All right, we're going to show off a couple of these player pack items again. So you'll get your custom stamped polecat. Title sponsor, Innova. You're going to get a nice Innova microfiber towel. We've got a couple different colors here.
They really hooked it up. Thank you to everybody at Innova East.
Got these really nice, like PVC Innova keychains. There's a black and yellow one, black and gray, black and yellow, and there's a blue and red one. Pretty cool.
Oh,
And then-
there is also minis that I don't have with us.
Oh, minis. So you get a mini, a microfiber towel, a keychain, a sticker, and a polecat.
Not to mention a couple other things. Millennium is donating a disc per player pack as well.
That's it.
So you're going to get the event stamp on a non-polecat. It's either going to be a Polaris, an Orion, or an Orion LS.
How much is
Or LS.
registration?
It'll be $35.
$35. That's over a $35 value, I'm thinking.
We're also getting some koozies provided by Scott Lewis at Hyzer Flip Disc Golf Apparel. So it's going to have the event logo on them. We're doing custom tote bags, which reminds me I have to put in an order of those pretty quick. We're getting close. Less than 2 weeks now, folks.
All right, we've got Matt in Cape Canaveral area, over by
Okay.
Nassau, about 30 miles east of Orlando.
Nice.
He also is wondering if we're stamping any soft pro polecats.
Just DX.
Just these DX ones for the player packs. We've got a noise out of Doug Josberger.
And if you're not going to the event and you just want to support, the player packs are going to be a little cheaper.
Sweet.
I don't know exactly what that's going to be or what shipping is going to look like, but we'll figure that out when we get there. I just want to make sure that we have enough room for 50 players per day. We're also having some touring players stop by on their way down from MVP.
So October 1st, 2nd, and 3rd,
That is correct.
right after the MVP Open in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, at the historic and legendary Sedgley Woods. Answering questions in the chat while I hit the plug. Doug said his son and he are coming.
Nice.
You said day one. Maybe I'll come day one.
I think you and I talked in an email. You guys you're electing to get shirts instead of the refund from the original price.
Oh, maybe that is the guy. He's got a pretty good memory. I'll request the 1155 card so I can heckle you. Or actually, no, I guess I should do the 1205 card.
I'd say day one, that Tuesday,
Yep, that's
is going to be the day to come. That's going to be where the majority of the touring players are going to come. So if you'd like to meet a handful of the folks out from the road, that'll be the day. I'm working on getting some other feature cards. One of the days I'm going to do a local legends. So a lot of the guys from the club, have them battle it out on camera. Show the club some love. One of the days we'll probably have the Gatekeeper crew on camera playing. So if you know any extra filmers, because we can't really play and film at the same time. But I mean, we have, and I guess we could. But I'm trying to focus. My first ace ever was with a polecat.
At Sedgley.
At Sedgley, hole 10. And I have aced that hole 2 more times since. So because of that, and it's special to me, our starting hole is going to be hole 10. And the reason being is I'm going to film everyone's drive for the event off of hole 10. And there's going to be a different CTP prize every day. Innova donated 3 bags, like full disc golf bags. So I'm going to have a bag filled with various goodies every day that's going to be available. And then your drive is going to be put into a compilation video.
That's right.
So anyone that's entered into the event are going to get a feature on Gatekeeper Media as a thank you.
I've got Doug asking if he can use his Star Proctor Pokewoka polecat.
Yes, you can use any polecat that you would like, and you can use as many. It is not a one disc challenge for the sake of only that one and only disc. One disc as in one mold. So if you wanted to bag every plastic type that you wanted, that's fine by me.
That would be really funny.
You
if
definitely
somebody
should
had a
have
cool
more
bag.
than one with you, because if you happen to lose it, you're going to need something to compete with. So if you bring one and then you're, depending on the one from the player pack, that might get you by. AMs are going to be playing. I did a little bit of a change up, and I don't think I changed it on the event yet. So if you're tuning in now, you're going to get early access. But the AMs are only going to play 1 through 18 instead of the full 27. So if that changes what division you care to play in, the reason being is that I really do want this to be very accessible to new disc golfers, and people who just want to explore the sport. So I think the Outback holes might be a little too daunting for some new players, and I don't want them to feel kind of overwhelmed right out of the gate. And then the second disc that comes in the player pack is going to be beginner friendly as well. So you're going to have, your fair share of discs to kind of start out. Yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm into it.
I'll be out all 3 days. Obviously, I'm going to be calling everybody's tee shots.
Are you introducing people, like giving them a?
Yeah, I'll tell probably the name and where they're from.
Heck yeah, that's rad.
Yeah. And then I'm going to try to get a beer sponsorship, to get a keg for the players who are of age to enjoy after their round. Make like a little beer garden for everybody.
That's fun.
So that'll be part of like what your player pack gets you too, because I'll probably end up getting, like, if I can pull that off, I'll get stadium cups. So then your customized stadium cup will be like what you're pulling from the keg with. I'm probably going to have someone serve you. I don't think I want everybody left to their own devices on the keg. So just fair warning, we will be moderating, serving responsibly.
You want some of these white ones?
Yeah, let's kind of mix them up.
Yeah.
Is that the last of it?
No, there's a couple more stacks.
Okay.
But it's getting thin. You're doing pretty good, bud.
All right, it's 6 o'clock. I'm really hoping that I make it to the next stream. Gotta put that down. Come on. No, it's like let's alternate them a little. Let's get some orange up in here. I haven't pulled orange in a while. All right, I mean, we're moving.
Those are some boss. Those are yes, sir. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Thank you for noticing. And that's just a few of them. There are quite a few that you can't see.
Yeah, Anthony just went there. Went and saw them.
A little bit of a giz head, I guess I'd say, but this is not about me.
It can be. We got time.
If you haven't already heard, my name is Anthony. I have a little brand called Happy with Par, and I'm actually doing a giveaway coming up here soon. I will be picking a winner on the 21st this Saturday, and I'll show off for a second. We've got a nice reverse dye hoodie. This has got a really nice fall theme colorway to it. Ooh, got the Happy with Par logo on there. This is a size large. I'm going to give this thing away along with a buddy of mine, Greg. Started a little disc golf business called Neighbors, the worst disc golfers in the world. I've got a Neighbors trucker hat that he donated for this giveaway, along with a pumpkin spice steady ring cookie with Happy with Par hot stamp on there. Get you this pack of goodies. If you go over to my Instagram at happywithpar.dg, find the post and enter the giveaway. It'll be great.
Happywithpar.com if you'd like to purchase things as well.
And I'll also be on the road here soon. MVP Open next weekend, and then I'll see you all down at USDGC second week of October, I believe. So if you're in the area, stop by. Definitely hit me up on the gram. Let's interact. Let's talk.
Yeah, we're all a pretty friendly bunch, I would say.
I'll have to piggyback off of Derek's comment earlier, just about appreciating the community and such. We do this because it's our passion. We want to combine our hobby and our hard work, and it's cool when people support it. So thanks for tuning in to this live stream. Thanks for signing up for the Philly Polecat Open. Thanks for coming to the booth whenever you see us out and about.
He's talking like we're signing off. We're not.
No, we're not.
We're not.
We still got a lot going on.
I'm
I'm just thankful.
We're on it till these are finished.
My mindful moment popped up a little while ago, and it's just hitting now.
That's good.
Doug said, I will just bought 2 dry fits from you. Oh, sick. Thanks, buddy. Was that like just now? I wonder. Recently bought them. All right, well. You know what? I knew your name sounded familiar.
I love when that happens.
Josberger. Yeah, now it comes full circle. I typed you into pirate ship not too long ago. It's funny, sometimes I meet people at like an event or something, and I don't know their name, but I recognize them from Instagram. Like, oh, you're Spicy Macaroni. What's up, dude?
That's funny.
He said a couple weeks ago. Yep. So did you get them? Have you been wearing them? Do you like them? Are they good? Did you buy one for you and your son? What was really cool, and I think I just thought of this because of the dry fit specifically, I did the teal one with kind of like the bubbles and the back logo. And there was a picture that somebody tagged me in on Instagram during Worlds. And it's a kid sitting, I think it's hole 18. It's like off of the tee, you came down that kind of long drive before you shot up, straight back up the hill. And it's a little kid sitting at the sidewalk. So you see my logo pretty big in the forefront of the photo, and then it's AB walking down the path, and he has like a pretty serious look on his face. It's pretty rad. It's still cool to me just to see the logo out and about places that I am not from. When I went to Red Rocks, I think I already told you this. Did I already tell you this?
I don't think so.
Oh, I got a sick Red Rocks story, dude, and disc golf related. So yeah, I went to Red Rocks last Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I flew out to
I need
Colorado.
foil.
Huh?
I'm running
You
low
need
on
more
foil.
foil? All right. Yeah, I flew out there to see King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, and I was wearing my Happy with Bar shirt. Had two randos say, "Yo, you play disc golf?" or something along those lines, and cool shirt. And the one guy, I said, "Oh, actually, this is my brand. I'm from Maryland, blah, blah." And he's like, "Dude, I follow you on Instagram." So I immediately pulled him up, and he did. He wasn't lying. I had to follow him back. That guy's name was Doug as well, actually. But then really, here's the cool one. I'm standing in the beer line later, and I see this guy wearing a MVP hat. So I get to chatting with him about disc golf, and then we start talking about King Giz, and he's super cool, kind of old head. I think he looks kind of familiar, but I'm also just kind of thinking, you know, there's a lot of old heads in this scene with kind of grayish ponytails, you know. So I kind of was like, I didn't really think a whole lot of it. But we continue BSing, and all of a sudden it dawns on me why this guy looks familiar to me. I've seen this guy before a few times, not in real life, but on the television and on YouTube. It's freaking Pat McMahon.
Really?
Yeah, it's Pat, dude.
No kidding.
So I don't want to just straight up be like, "Oh, dude, I know who you are." So like we just chat for a couple minutes,
That's hilarious.
and we're getting ready to go our separate ways. And I'm like, "By the way, maybe I'll see you at MVP Open." And he looks back at me, and the smirk kind of comes across his face where he knows, like, "Oh, this motherfucker knows who I am." And he just kind of smiled for a second, and he's like, "Yeah, probably not. I don't think I'm gonna make it." And I was like, "Ah, dang, too bad, man. Well, we'll have to catch up some other time." And he's like, "Yeah, maybe we'll catch up at a Giz show." So we just kind of keep talking, like we're about to go our separate ways, but we end up keep talking. He's like, "Here, man, take my number. We'll catch up."
Nice.
And I'm like, "All right, sick." So then he ends up calling me or texting me in between the two sets, a selfie of him. He's in freaking front row.
Nice.
Yeah, man. So he ends up, we linked up and hung out and just BS for a couple minutes in between sets, like because anybody that had all day tickets just had to stay in. You could go out to your car, but then like you had to get in a line to come back in. That was kind of crazy. So yeah, I made friends with Pat McMahon.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and we're gonna hang out sometime. Isn't that so wild?
Yeah, I love it. Oh my god. I forgot these ones.
He was like telling me that it was his like I can't even remember what number show he said he's been to at Red Rocks.
I can imagine.
Yeah,
Being from Colorado.
yeah. And the dude he was hanging out with, dude looked exactly like Sammy Hagar.
Really?
Yeah, and I
Does he,
said,
he can't drive 55 though.
I said that to him. I'm like, bro. I'm like, you look just like Sammy Hagar, dog. And they both started laughing, and Pat was like, "That's not the first time he's gotten that one." And then the next day, I cruised out there like quick. I flew out Sunday morning. Me and my buddy Dan explored
I have the pile of what you got so far.
Garden of the Gods for a little bit.
Yeah, I love Garden of the Gods.
It was really cool. And then we just went and had a beer, had a burger. And then, like I said, Monday was all day Giz show. And then I flew back Tuesday morning. So I'm walking into the airport on Tuesday morning, get through security and everything. And as I'm walking to my gate, who do I roll up on?
Pat?
But Pat and his buddy Ted. So we were there BSing, and I'm like, you know, "Where are you going, man? Where are you headed?" And he's like, yeah. So we saw Giz like a week ago before we came to the Red Rock shows. He did both shows. the first day and then the full second day. And he's like, and dude, they were so good. We decided we're flying to Portland. We're going to see him again tomorrow night. And I'm like, rad, man. That's so cool.
That's fun.
So like we chat for a couple. I head to my gate, and right as they start calling seating for my plane, and I'm in the back because I'm
Can I get some gold too? Bring the gold back a little.
Yeah, let's bring the gold back. I'm like getting boarded towards the back of the back of the groups, So I'm just kind of hanging out there for a minute, and one of the guys from King Giz goes walking past. So I jump up, run over, and I take a selfie with him, say what's up, because I've met him a couple times. So not to say that they remember me, but like I can say certain things that
Sure.
remind them of something, whatever. Anyway, they're super cool, really down to earth and talk to you. And I send that to Pat, and he's like, "Oh man, that's awesome! Like, how lucky!" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then like 5 minutes later, he texts me selfies with two other members of the band.
That's hilarious.
And he's like, "We're on the same flight," and I'm like, "Dude, you're a wild guy, Pat."
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So that was definitely a really cool, kind of like
Very unique.
obscure, random interaction. So yeah, he never did compliment me on the out of the par shirt. I should have been like, "So, what do you think?" Yeah, we're not really into par around here.
Birdies are bust.
But just to give everyone a heads up, I'm going to probably pull double duty here for a minute. If we're still stamping at 7 o'clock, I'm going to pull double duty, and I'm actually going to be in the other live stream while live streaming on here. So I'll have to connect via my AirPods and dial in. I got to see Menti playing Disc Golf Valley this week. I can't leave my boy hanging. So we're going to see how that works out. I think that'll be a little Inception-esque.
One of the hardest working men in disc golf, right here.
Well,
Someone's got to do it.
and unfortunately, Chris is driving all day. He's going to Raleigh for Tim Selinsky.
If you're going to be at the Tim Selinsky, drop a line in the chat.
Yeah, we have to figure out like what line, if you see Chris or PJ.
Oh,
PJ's going to be the catch cam.
I got one. I got a phrase for PJ.
Okay. And he'll know.
Yeah. Yeah, if you see PJ, that's not the tournament it was. What was it? It was the Agape Farm.
Oh, yeah. I definitely know he liked that event.
Yeah, he got, did he take first place in his division? I think he did.
I might have, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he took first in MA1. So if you see PJ, you got to say, "Oh, snap, PJ Barth, the champion of the Agape Grand Opening.
He would love that.
The MA1 champion." If you say something to him like that, and don't be sarcastic, sell it to him.
Yeah, like really, really pump his day up.
Yep. He will love that one. And he also, next time I see him and say something to him, he'll be like, you got me, because we stayed in the little hotel there, and PJ was like 4 doors down from us. And when we got back from the hotel to the hotel, we all brought our little player pack discs up to his door, knocked on his door. We were like, "PJ, the MA1 champion, will you sign our discs?"
That's hilarious.
Can you make it out to Anthony?
To Anthony. Shout out to Innova.
Yep, that was an Innova sponsored tourney. It was also
That's a house course.
Yep,
Right?
check this out. This is sick. This is this a Millennium mold?
Probably.
ON?
Yeah, it's Orion LS.
Yeah. The Agape Farm Grand Opening, Half Design Circular Skies. This is a really cool course. And also shout out to Chris Villa, who showed up like 5 minutes before the player meeting, and then
Proceeded to.
well, it was. I was about to say he proceeded to kick some ass, which he did in the end, but he had like a really slow start, and it was kind of close. And then he just like, I think birdied out the last 6 holes or something. He might have threw a par in there like randomly, but yeah, he just got on a freaking heater and took it. And I think that's like kind of cool because that's like Villa's MO.
He like wants to win.
You put him under a little pressure and like piss him off enough, and he'll stick one of those AirPods in and play some old school hardcore.
Yep.
And he'll just get in his zone, and it's awesome to watch.
Yeah, and he's a Philly bull, true and true.
Yeah.
Like he embodies the Philadelphia hardcore mentality. Great player. Been a friend of mine for a long time. One of the earliest pros we ever filmed.
I kept score on one of his cards at Delaware Disc Golf Challenge.
Oh yeah.
And dude like hit this big root on a throw up the fairway, twisted his ankle real bad. Ankle swelled up real quick.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he was like,
That was the year it was a birdie open.
oh, it was birdie open, okay. And he was pretty bummed. He was kind of pissed, with himself.
He played the whole round.
And he played the rest of the round standstill. And still, I'm pretty sure best score on the card. And it happened on like hole 8. So like he played more than half of the round on kind of a bum ankle.
I heard it was earlier than that even.
Maybe 6 or 7, but it wasn't. Yeah, I think he had a decent little start, and then when that happened, he kind of started to falter a little bit, and he was like, "Man, I guess I'm just throwing standstill for the rest of the round." He did, and he was badass. Iron Hill is not an easy course. You need to chunk a little distance off on some of those shots.
I'm gonna try something here.
Do it. Get experimental, my friend.
This could be really cool. I'm double down on this.
Line up the die first to that logo, and then slide the. It's just a little bit easier to see where you were.
Yeah.
But it's definitely gonna be off. But this could be really cool.
Yeah, it can be a little bit off. It's staggered, almost like shadowed. Looks neat. That looks cool. That looks cool.
It's pretty cool.
This is cool, man.
All right, we're moving. Got just two small stacks and some change. I might even make the stream, folks. Got 45 minutes. That should be done.
Did we really just crank through 150?
Crazy, right?
That is kind of crazy. It's the most discs I've ever. I guess I haven't stamped one, but the most I've ever worked. This is the most that hot sand machine has ever worked in a sitting.
What's your max out?
I think I did a stack of like 40 one time.
Pretty good though.
Not bad. It ain't 150. We got Doug saying looks boss. I'm thinking he's talking about that little double hit you just did.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I might have to keep that one for myself though.
Do one with 2 little skinny pieces side by side that cover.
All right. We'll do on like a nice white canvas. How about that?
Yeah. Go with
With blue foil on the top. And then we're going to do pink and blue.
That sounds cool.
Let's see. Come on. Yeah. Doesn't want to lay flat.
Like they can overlap a little bit.
Yeah, it's just still curling up.
Do a little wet trick. The little wet trick.
Yeah, we learned that last time.
Let's see.
Oh, I overlapped it too much. You get a little sliver.
You
That's
can still use some of that one.
Definitely. Just gonna, well, that turned out pretty cool.
Yeah, they're cool. It's cool to do that.
Let's see.
Yeah, they're cool. It's cool to do that. Trust me.
We're gonna do pink.
You know what's the worst?
What?
When you open your bag and realize the disc isn't there, but don't know where you lost it.
Oh yeah, that's rough life. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me recently. All right, Chad, I got one for you. You have a disc that you really, really like, and you lost it. And if you put a reward out,
Oh, this is gonna be money.
yeah, there you go. You put a reward out, you're guaranteed to get the disc back. How much money you paying?
Depends. It depends. For me, it depends on which disc. Truly.
What disc would you spend the most to get back?
I would probably spend like $30 to get my broken in Pathfinder back.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's like you could buy another one for
Not,
cheaper,
not really.
but not that one.
Well, and I couldn't because that particular run goes for like $50 and they're harder to find.
But you'd only pay 30 to get it back.
Yeah, because I would just pay someone the 50 for a brand new one at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but why wouldn't you just pay 50 to get the trusty one that you already know?
Because I mean, I don't need that necessarily. I'm not sentimental when it comes to stuff like that.
If I could get my pink tone soda back, I know where I lost it. I just couldn't find it. If I could get that one back, I'd probably pay. The worst thing is I got it for free.
Yeah.
But I'd pay to get it back. I got a replacement. It ain't the same. And that's all mental, probably.
Yeah, it is. It
But,
definitely is.
but you know what? Then again, Clash's quality control isn't always. That one's sick.
Some of these are super unique.
Now do it.
folks.
Now do it diagonally.
Mhm. Let's see.
Let's see. What can I say? Oh, we also have a B tier coming up here in Cecil County, November 2nd, I think it is, at Three Creeks, the winter warmer. So, Doug, you're pretty local. You should definitely keep your eye out for you want to play in a B tier, right? Come on up here. Come on up here.
Oh, that one got away from me a little. I kind of printed on the nipple.
Mm. Yeah, you want to be careful with that net.
Yeah, I barely grazed it, but all right. Let's see. We do all the way there, all the way this. All right, who we still got in the chat here?
Got an 8er. We've got an 8 spot in there. Doug has been definitely our most supportive today.
We appreciate it.
We appreciate you, Doug. Thanks for sticking around. Oh, yeah, baby.
What's the, other than that one you just mentioned, what's a disc that you lost that you felt like your game would never be the same?
My game would never be the same.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about never be the same, but definitely threw me for a loop for a while because it was like the only like super trusty flippy understable. It's funny to say trusty flippy because a lot of times I think flippy disc can be a little bit temperamental. But I had this proto or first run Mystere that was like just certain holes. I had to have it. I didn't know what else to throw off of the tee.
Okay.
And I lost that a little while back. I'm pretty sure I lost it at CR, but I'm not positive. And yeah, I like, not to say I struggle at those holes, but I throw a forehand on some of them now. I totally switched up and throw a 4-speed instead of, I think a Mystere is like a 10-speed. But I'm definitely not getting as far. Yeah, it's just a very specific like use disc. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's not like I love that disc so much, but it was just trusty for a specific line. And also, it's really sick to throw a high-speed Hyzer flip. Like, want something that you can just rip on a steep angle and get mad distance out of it by standing up. That's sick. Yeah, that one looks good.
All right, I'm going to call it quits on these doubles here now for the sake of time.
Yep.
So some of you are going to get lucky.
Showing up.
Various weights too. So and listen, don't come at me too much if it's like looking for a different color or you know whatever. Like kind of gauge whether or not we're super busy or you know whatever. Because like I'll keep a box kind of ready available, but like I'm not going to get through the nitty gritty and dig through them for you. So because we got an event to run. And you have an event to play, so you shouldn't even be worrying so much about the color, except how you're playing, right? So keep that in mind. Oh, this has some interesting like marking on it.
Get out there, have fun. Charity tournament.
It's like a little, like a ghost image of like something else. It's like little bits of yellow in there.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
It might have been like it was stacked on something with a yellow stamp.
Well, this has a yellow stamp.
Ah, that's exactly what it is.
Oh, you know what? Because of that, I'm gonna go gold.
A little bit of that foil dust.
Pink and gold.
Pink and gold.
Yeah, we've been rocking it out.
Pink and gold.
I've been very much enjoying doing this with all you guys.
Thanks for tuning in once again. Did you say you were going down to Florida?
Yeah, I'll be going in a couple weeks, and then I'll be going for a wedding in November, and then probably again in December.
There you go. Will you be around the Orlando area?
No.
Will you be about 30 miles?
I'll be in the Tampa area, so no.
Well,
Why?
well, my boy, our boy in the chat, Matt lives down there, and he just asked when you'll be around.
Oh, yeah, unfortunately, I'm going for like a wedding and stuff like that, so I won't have a ton of free time. And then when I'm in there in December, it'll most likely be for the South Florida Open. So if you're not far from Fort Lauderdale and want to check out some high-level disc golf, there's a lot of touring pros that play in Florida in the off-season. So it could be your chance, like if you've never gone and spectated an event, might be a really cool and cheaper way to do it rather than spending all the money to go to like a pro tour event. You could go to an A tier and see a lot of the same players. And if you're like a Garrett Gerthy fan or anybody like that, like they're from Florida. A lot of players are from Florida. So, it's pretty fun. Silas Schultz usually plays that event. Kevin Kiefer usually plays. Sometimes Paul will play because he lives in Florida now. His is less likely nowadays. Sometimes Greg goes down and plays because it's just a really good off-season spot. Fort Lauderdale is also fun as hell. So, all right, I lied. I got to do one more. This color combo is sick.
I have not been down to Florida in quite some time. So if you want to host me, let me know. I can come down if you host me.
Not a bad.
You got to plug it like that, right? I'll give you a free T-shirt, maybe a hat too. My T-shirt was in a reel that got 1 million views.
Really?
Ditzy Disc Girl. Ditzy Disc. Team Clash, no biggie. Just the U.S. Ambassador, Captain, no problem. Got Clash coming down for USDGC. Gonna help run a clinic booth with them. That'll be good.
That'll be very fun.
What kind of color combo you got going on now?
Gold and blue.
Gold and blue. On that peach one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but just like a little bit. A little bit.
I mean, you guys are going to be tuned into the Disc Golf Valley stream after this.
Yeah, that's a good question. We can head on over. Now, it is in a different app. Pretty soon, we are going to start streaming them to YouTube as well.
That one's on Twitch?
Yeah, that's Twitch. Same hand. You just search Gatekeeper Media. You'll find us. I think it's you can check the description of this live video. I put the link there just in case people are feeling froggy and don't know what to do with themselves on a Wednesday night.
Leap.
Maybe sometime we should get Anthony on the show.
I am horrible at that game.
Well, you just be in there like spectating.
Yeah, I can spectate and commentate.
Yeah.
I'm a good commentator.
Yeah, and then like anytime Menti gets like a par or something, we could have like a catchphrase that he says.
We'll do an instant replay of his car.
Yeah, we could just have him hit the replay button.
Because you can rewatch your shots in
Yep.
Disc Golf Valley.
Yeah, you know who's really good at Disc Golf Valley is Bob. Big Bob.
Bob, the guy who tie-dyed this T-shirt.
He aces all the time and then saves the videos and sends them to me. And I'm horrible at that game, dude.
Why? It's not too bad.
I don't know. I guess I just don't understand how to throw my lines.
It's just not your thing.
It's just not.
For people who are watching right now and are interested in what I got going on, I recently started doing my own Twitch streaming. So you can find it at D_rock, ROCK 856. That's pretty much my handle for everything, YouTube and Twitch,
And Instagram.
Yep. But yeah, I stream like Disco Valley sometimes. I stream Call of Duty. I went on like a headshot spree a couple streams ago. That was really fun. Made a compilation video about that. Just straight doming. I'm also going to start playing through like story-based games, collecting Xbox 360 games again. Finally got a game yesterday that has been eluding me for months. Finally was able to pick it up. But I'm trying to replay games that are based off of titles that were my favorite movies growing up. So I have the Back to the Future game for 360, Jurassic Park, Terminator, Lord of the Rings, like all that kind of shit. So just kind of like a gimmicky little thing of like having me kind of go down a memory lane and enjoy content that I have for quite some time. So if you want to check that out, give that a follow. What else you got going on, Ant?
Shoot. I mean, I've just been this season for me is the events. This is when I go out and hit a couple of Disc Golf Pro Tour events. So really my goal here lately is just keep an inventory stock so that I can keep the web store up and make sure I have a stock inventory when I set up the booth. Been working with Greg from the OTB Roadshow on a few things.
Greggy Biscuits, shout out.
Biscuits is the man. We ran some really cool extracurriculars during World Week. There's
I will agree. That was a lot of fun.
There's a
which I regret to say that I didn't end up getting any of your beer. I left without, and I forgot, and I didn't remember until I got home. So I'm a little bummed. I think he's about to hook it up, folks. I heard a refrigerator open.
well, lucky for you, my friend.
Oh, a nice cold one. Check that out, people. Custom branded.
Hoppy with Par, super cool IPA. It's basically a cold IPA, brewed in collaboration with OTB Discs at Apocalypse Ale Works.
Which Apocalypse was pretty solid beer.
Really cool spot. Shout out to Austin from Apocalypse because basically every idea that we had for that week, he was cool to facilitate.
Nice.
Can I
We can't drink them on stream.
plug a? I'm off. I'm not on stream.
I can't drink them on stream.
Can I plug a video that's not on the Gatekeeper channel?
Sure.
Greg from OTB and myself
Enjoy responsibly, folks.
helped to organize what we called the Alt Mart. It was an alternative option to the official World's Fly Mart. And we held this over at Apocalypse Ale Works. It was a really, really good time. And there was a video that kind of captured why we did this and some of our efforts.
Disc Golf World.
Yeah, over on Disc Golf World. So if you're interested in hearing more about that, go check out that video. I think it was pretty cool, and yeah, it was just nice to kind of have a little bit of shine on the hard work that we put in because it turned out to be a really, really good event, and I think it was super valuable for the pros that showed up and all of the fans that showed up because it was just an awesome time for people to get together, hang out. And yeah, so I'm just trying to do more stuff like that, man. Like you said earlier in the stream, it was we heard you say something about, you're just trying to make disc golf fun, keep it light, keep it fun. And that's a really big deal to me because I got into this sport really more because of the community and my friend group that was involved in it. And I absolutely,
the truth.
I love to play competitively. I love to play soul golf. I love to watch the discs fly. But at the end of the day, I really love the opportunity to come together with, a lot of different walks of life. But this is our shared common interest, and it's brought people together. I think it's sick, man. So yeah, the things that we can do to keep the sport fun and geared around, making sure that we have an opportunity to make disc golf sort of like a community hub.
I
I think
agree.
is a really sick thing. And once again, that goes back to skateboarding and the DIY sort of ethos. Like, let's keep that in disc golf for sure.
Grassroots, baby.
R,
You're watching grassroots happen right now.
yeah, this is it. RM and Hammer threw up a whoa face
All right.
and then said it was so good. Glad y'all were able to do that and help out. So
Oh, that's awesome. So in response to the Hallmark.
yeah,
that's
I'm
sick.
assuming that's all, Mark. Yeah, thank you.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for coming out to that. That was a good one. Matty Bell. Shout out Matt Bell. He is the man. Hanging out with Matt Bell was one of my favorite things. Like the one day I showed up and he was already like kicking it under the thought space booth.
Uh-huh.
And while everybody's hustling and bustling around, he's like, because I was running that week, dude. Like I was on
Sure.
caddy duty all 5 days. Then I'm
Oh, I know. I watched you almost eat shit.
that was hilarious. I'm actually totally fine with the fact that it happened because it made for a funny memory.
Sure did. And it was great content on the internet.
But
We made
yeah,
sure to tag you in it.
Matt Bell was immediately like when I showed up, like, dude, you need some help? Hop in the fence, helping me move merch and boxes and get my booth set up and everything, which was super cool because he could have just kicked back like everybody else was.
Yeah, Matt Bell is definitely solid people. And speaking of Matt, we had him on the feature card and round 2 of Maine States. And there was actually a little bit of a rulings discrepancy that he was a part of in round 1. So if you'd like to hear more about what that was, head over to watch Maine State's round 1. That's the back 9, but you want to check out the front 9 because there's a lot of good golf. Paul Kranz, young kid out of Mass, new addition to MVP this year. Out here just crushing it. I think this is our last one.
Wow. We done did it.
That is it.
That's what's up.
That's it.
150.
It's a good one too. And I tried to put it in a place where no matter where you grab from, you're not going to really have an issue. Because with DX plastic, when you hot stamp it, it does kind of get a little sunken in.
There's a little texture to it.
Yeah, just a little. So if you're gripping like this, you won't come anywhere close. Fan grip might give you a little something, but you can also see plenty of other workarounds for the fan grip. So I think that was probably the ideal solution. But otherwise,
They look really good.
they came out great.
Stacks
Came
of
out
good looking discs here.
Wait, I do feel like I set one aside. Yeah, I did. So this is a nice special one. This was the only one of this color. I don't really know what color stamp I should put on it. I only have silvers here, but I think it needs more than silver.
Yeah, we could. I mean, what color is going with that? I think maybe the pink.
I think
Pink on that pink.
I think the pink.
That might look really good. Let's get you a fresh pink.
It's got like a navy
Yeah.
top as well. It's on the lighter side, 167. But I do think that the pink is going to be really good on that.
The disc is almost like a lavender or a lilac.
Yeah.
So with this shiny pink that's like a little bit darker than the mold and then the plastic itself,
I think it's top
it's gonna
notch.
look really good.
You don't have to trim anymore.
Well, I'm just gonna cut this one.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use the other half on one of my discs.
Ah. All right.
La da da. All right, what do we see? We got Doug says, so jealous of you caddying for Haiti. Well, it was such a cool opportunity. She bounced off of the cage about an inch low for albatross, which was absolutely fun to watch. And then, oh, here we go, the reveal.
This is probably going to be the best shot. I really hope I don't disappoint all you guys.
Yeah, that one looks good. Let me see it.
real life. Yeah. The color down here in my basement is definitely whack. It does not do it justice.
There you go.
Yeah, that's money, dude.
Well,
But yeah,
there you have it.
I got to watch her bounce off for albatross, and then I got to watch her throw in a par from like 105 feet, and she said, "Happy with par, best caddy." Right after.
Nice.
Nice.
This one looks great. Doug and everyone else, R&M Hammer, thanks for coming. Thanks for getting in here and hanging out with us. I had a fun time.
I did too. Thanks. It's been a blast. Shout out to Anthony for letting us use his space to hot stamp these discs. They came out really good. If you are in the Philadelphia area or want to make a little vacation, October 1, 2, and 3 at Sedgley Woods. You can sign up. Link in the description for each day. We got it in the chat for the live stream as well. Shout out to Happy with Par. Said that already. Yeah. Gatekeeper Media. That is us. We got Hyzer Flip Disc Golf Apparel. They've been making the koozies, and they did the dry fits for the event as well. Those are available for purchase if you want to support the charities. The charities we're working with are the Friends of Sedgley Woods. It's a group that maintains the disc golf course in Philly, and the Schuylkill Wildlife Center, which is an organization that rehabs the wildlife back into their natural habitat in city limits. It's a really important cause. Shout out to Big Bob Dyes for these awesome dyes. Just picked up a fresh batch today. We're going to have those available on our site pretty soon. So gatekeepermedia.com, happywithpar.com. Shout out to Innova Discs for graciously donating 150 of these, along with quite a bit of other good swag. We got towels, minis, keychains, stickers. It's going to be a lot of fun. Everybody's getting filmed for their first shot, which is the CTP. CTPs that you have the option to buy in for, just $5 a piece, but you're playing for a full bag filled with a lot of other goodies. So that's going to be good as well. If you're looking to continue a live stream aspect, head over to Twitch, and you can check out Gatekeeper Media on Twitch. We're doing our regular Disc Golf Valley stream tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you get to watch Menti learn disc golf through the video game of Disc Golf Valley. He's starting to get pretty good. He's playing on Steam on the computer, and he's actually so jazzed up about disc golf now that he has officially gone out to play without me there. His first time, it's his third time ever playing, and he decided to go out on his own with some friends. So I think he got the bug. Head over to that stream to check out everything so far. You got any last minute?
No,
things?
I'm good. Follow on Instagram at happywithpar.dg. See you guys on the course.
Thanks, folks. What's that say?
Your shoot will stop immediately.